Hi everyone, it's Roisin Reads and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if you can hear the fan, it is so hot today that I can't not have the fan on, so I apologise if you can hear the fan. You just kind of have to ignore it, or just I'll try and do it in editing so you can't hear it as much. Today's video is a 24-hour read with me. I am planning to do 12 hours today and then 12 hours tomorrow. Hi everyone, it is editing Roisin at the minute. I basically wasn't feeling very well after doing this 12-hour readathon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to a 12-hour readathon, because I did do a full 12 hours reading. I just didn't do the 24 hours, so this video is a 12-hour readathon. I will keep saying 24, but it will be just the 12. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do the 24, but I did manage to get quite a lot of reading done, as you will see in the rest of this video. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get on with the rest of the video. I have still been in a bit of a reading slump. I haven't been reading that much recently. So currently I am in the middle of Fearless. I am on page 120. So I'm on chapter 16. I'm about 20% of the way through. 25%. So that's where I'm at. And then I'm also reading The Boyfriend Goal. So by Lauren Blakely. So I'm doing that. Oh, I'm reading two Laurens. I'm on 5% of the boyfriend goal, so I'll see how much I can read. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm going to start with Fearless. I'm going to try and finish this today. Well, I know I'm going to finish this today if I'm reading 12 hours. For 12 hours, I'm starting at 10 o'clock and I'll finish at 10 o'clock tonight. So I don't think I'm going to do any breaks or anything. I'm literally going to do 10 o'clock till 10 o'clock and then I'll be done. And I'll just see how much I can do. If I have to take a break where I've watch TV or something, I'm just going to count it as my reading. And then maybe next time when I do this, I'll do it where I do 12 hours fully of reading and 12 hours again fully of reading. But I don't know if that's the case this time. I'm not feeling too great, so I'm not going to force myself to read if I'm not feeling very well, and if I just want to watch one episode of something, I'm not going to be too stingy with it. So, but yes, I'm going to start with Fearless, probably finish Fearless, and then start on The Boyfriend Goal. So, gonna see how much I can read. Probably read quite a bit today, and tomorrow, so I will get started. It's gonna start in about 4 minutes, so I'll get set up and get started. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's see how much I can get read in 24 hours. I just realised I'm actually further in on Fearless than I thought I was. I'm actually on chapter 18, which is page 135. So I just went on my Audible to see where I was, and apparently I'm on chapter 18. So a bit further than I thought I was. Again, still like 25%. It's not very far. So I'll get started in a few minutes and we can continue reading this. I currently have no more space on my camera. I'm getting a new SD card today, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm basically doing this on my phone because I don't want to not film anything because I haven't got any space. So I'm about 45 to 50% of the way through. So this is what I've got left to read. And this is what I've already read. So I'm on chapter 31, page 234, and I have cried twice while reading this. It's good. I've enjoyed it. I think it's different than what I thought it was going to be, but I am enjoying it. It's another trials one, so yeah. I think I know what's going to happen, or I know like part of what's going to happen, but I don't know everything. I think we're going to find out about her family. So if you haven't read that, that's a bit of a spoiler, but if you haven't read this book, I am sorry, but I am excited about this book. I am going to finish it. It is currently 20 past 11, so I've read... What page did I start on? I think I was on chapter 18. So I was on page 135. And I'm now on page 234. So I've read about 100 pages in about an hour and 20 minutes. So that's not too bad. I was reading it as the audio, so I was on speed 3, so I'm getting there quite fast. I had to stop reading for a little bit because my nan rang, so I spoke to her for a little bit. So yeah, I am enjoying this book. I think I might pause it for a little bit and try and read a couple of chapters of The Boyfriend Goal. So read to about 20% of this book. It's a fast book. I think it doesn't have that many. I think it's got about 300 or so pages. Let me just check. Oh, this book has 472 pages, so might get to 20% of this book and see where that takes me, because I think I need a bit of a break from Fearless. So yes, so I will get started on reading that and come back and see you when I have read some of that. So I've read a chapter of The Boyfriend Goal and I kept on falling asleep. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to take a break from the book goal, The Boyfriend Goal, and continue reading Fearless, or try another book, or have like a hour nap, because I am really tired. I didn't get the best night's sleep last night. Have a nap and then finish reading at 11 instead of 10 tonight. So I don't know, but I think if I go to sleep I might have a 3-hour nap because I am really tired. So I don't know, it's 11, it's 10 to 12 now, so I think I'm going to try and finish this book. So I think I might continue reading this book. It should take me about another 2 hours, I reckon, to finish it. 2, maybe 3 hours left before I finish this book. So I don't know whether to just read more of this finish this and then go to sleep. But at that point it's probably going to be about 3 or 4 o'clock, and if I could sleep that late, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight, so I might just try and stay up. Could have a Monster. I've got a Monster energy drink, so I might have that and just try and stay up. So I'm probably going to finish this, read this, and then I'm not really enjoying this book so far because it's taken a while to get into it and I've had quite a few breaks. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to finish Fearless and then go on to a different book, but I want it to be fantasy, so I think I'm going to do fantasy books and then maybe try and read this book tomorrow or tonight when I'm in bed. So I don't know, but I'm going to read Fearless for now. So it says I've got about another 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 25 minutes or something like that to finish this book, so I'm going to get on with that. And I will check in again when I get to, I want to say about 50, chapter 50. I can't really explain what the book's about with Fearless because obviously it's book 3 in the Powerless trilogy, but there's Powerful. So that's the novella which I read as well. If you want to know about my other thoughts on these books, I did do a reading vlog where I read Powerful and Reckless. I read Powerful and Reckless in that blog. It's I will put it up here. I finished those 2 in a reading vlog, so they were good. So I'm just reading this book now. Obviously I will get started and I hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, I have made it to chapter 50, so I'm on chapter 50. The last, I want to say 50 pages or so was really shocking. I did not expect it to happen. Well, I expected the outcome, but I didn't expect it to happen, so I knew what the end was, but I didn't know that that was going to happen, that was going to be the final test. So I was shocked. I shouldn't have been. It was like a clear thingy. It makes sense that it was like that, but I knew that the result was going to be something like that. So yes, I am at chapter 50, which is page 355. 357. So I'm just going to continue on. I've got about another 100, it says I've got another 2 hours left on my audiobook. I've got about 120-ish pages left to do. No, about 220-ish pages left to do. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on. I'm really enjoying it. So yep, I've still got my Monster. I've got about half of it left, and it's making me stay awake type thing. So just going to continue on with Fearless. It is currently 2 o'clock. I took a bit of a break because my brother wanted to show me a game that he wanted me to play, so I took about 10 minutes to 20 minutes to do that. So yeah, but so far I have read, I want to say about 200 or so pages. So this is the amount that I've read of this book today, and I'm not even finished. So I've got another 8 hours left of reading. So in 4 hours I've read that many pages, plus a chapter of the boyfriend goal. I will tell you the pages that I managed to read today and what I actually finished today at the end of this clip. I'll do it probably tomorrow morning when I finally finish, and then I'll do tomorrow when I finally finish that. I'll
tell you how many I got done in the entire 24 hours. But yeah, so just gonna finish this book, and then I don't actually know what I'm gonna read after this. I think I want another fantasy book that I can listen to as audio. I think I might read The Raven Boys. I've finished the first book, but I think I need to reread that because I finished it a while ago, and then I might go on to the next books. So that might be something that I'll read, or I might do The Crimson Moth because I've got the book and the audio book to that as well. Or there's a couple of books that I'm like thinking about, so I'll have a look at what I've got on my bookshelf, what I've got as audio, because I am enjoying the audio books to listen to. So I'm going to finish this book and then come back and explain everything at what rating. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5 stars. I have cried so many times in this book. I feel like it's been about 3 times in this book that I've cried, maybe even 4 times, and I'm literally not even finished it. So yeah, I'll come back and let you know. I'm probably leaning towards a 5 stars. It feels like a 5-star book. So yeah, and then I'll come back and let you know what I'm going to read next. I might pick up this book later on tonight when I go into bed, but it's probably going to be one that I read in bed more than one that I read on my chair for some reason. I like to read romance in bed, whereas in my chair I like to read fantasy for some reason. Don't know why. I mean, I can read both in each different places as well, but for some reason this is just the way that I am feeling today. I've just got my new camera. Not new camera, my new SIM card, so I've now got storage on my phone, on my camera. So you'll have seen before that I was on chapter 50, I'm now on chapter 53 and just almost finishing that, and I'm still working on it. So yeah, I'm really happy, so I will continue on with my reading. Sorry if you can see all of the rubbish, by the way. I'm not as thingy. I'm not as happy with this camera size. I think I need to try and figure out how to zoom it in because it's so far away. So I need to change that, but I am happy with it. It looks very, very promising, so fingers crossed I can figure out how to do it all properly. I'm going to get back to reading, and I've also got a camera case, so my camera and my SD cards and everything is all in one place. So yeah, I'll get back to reading now, so I'll see you in a bit. Hi everyone, I have just finished Fearless. It was a very good book. I'm definitely rating it 5 stars. I kind of knew what was going to happen, but I didn't know what was going to happen at the same time, so I am happy about that. I didn't guess everything that was going to happen, so I'm very happy about that. I am finished with Fearless, so now I have finished the Powerless series, so that's done. I am going to rate the entire series a 5 star. I really enjoyed the entire series, even though I didn't rate all of the books 5 stars. I rated this book 5 stars, and I think I rated Powerful 5 stars, but I think I rated Powerless and Reckless, I think I rated those 4 stars. I could be wrong. Now to figure out what I want to read next. Like I said, I'm thinking either... Okay, so I've just grabbed a mixture of books. I'm thinking either The Raven's Boy, which I have read before, but it's been a while, so I need to reread this to go on to the next book. Then I've got The Crimson Moth, which I have really wanted to read. I've also got the Kindle book and the audio book, so I can read this in however way I want. Then I've got The Dagger and the Flame, which is a special edition copy. I wanted to read this again for a while. It came out either this year or last year. It came out last year, so might read that. Then the last book I have got is
Kingdom of the Wicked, again, is a book that's on my 2025 books, so that's a good thing. I've got both the Kindle version again and the audio version. I have wanted to read this for a very long time. It's been sitting on my shelves for quite a while, because I really want to read the next books in the series as well, so this might be a really good contender to read. I think Kingdom of the Wicked is going to be the book that I read. It's almost 2025 books, so I do really need to read it, and I'm in the mood for it, I think. So this is my next book, so I'm going to continue reading that, and if I finish that book, I think Crimson Moth is going to be my next book, if I don't want to read the next book in the series, but I probably will go straight on to the next book because I've got all 3 books. So I think the rest of today and tomorrow is going to be working on this series, Kingdom of the Wicked, and also working on the boyfriend goal. So yes, it is currently It is currently 4:30, so I finished the first book and I'm going to get started on the next book, and I still have about 5.5 hours left of reading to do today and then get on with tomorrow's reading as well. So fingers crossed I can finish Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm going to see how many hours I've got with that reading, so let me just... Okay, so I've just looked on the Audible for it and I've got 4 hours and 2 minutes of reading, so I should finish Kingdom of the Wicked before 10 o'clock and then get started on for the last hour reading the boyfriend goal. So let's get started and I will see how I get on. So I will speak to you when I get a fair chunk of the way through this book. So I will see you then. Hi everyone, it is currently 5:10 and I have made it to chapter 7 of Kingdom of the Wicked, which is page 54. So you can see here I've got about 10% of the way through, 10-15% of the way through. I am really enjoying it. I'm starting to get into the story now. I'm excited, I'm not hating it, do you know what I mean? I'm just really enjoying reading it, so just gonna continue on. It's a good book. Basically, they're from Italy. They own a restaurant with their family, and there's 2 sisters. They're both twins. Well, they're twins, not they're both twins. They are both twins, but they're twin sisters. They have amulets each, so that each has an amulet, and they do spells and that sort of stuff to keep the amulet on their birthday. They do it on their birthday. They keep the amulet at bay to keep the kingdom, the kings of the wicked from coming. Basically, they don't want any of the demons to come. They're like a family of witches in that they own a restaurant, and one of them's really adventurous, Victoria. She's very adventurous and likes to go and do magic and that sort of stuff. have my glasses off and do magic and stuff. And the other one, what's her name? She's the main character. I can't believe I don't know her name. Amelia? I think it's Amelia. Yeah, Amelia. She's not as adventurous. She likes to do magic at home, like Nona, which is the grandmother, I think. So she does magic like her Nona has told her to do at home, and she does volunteer work. She does all that sort of stuff. She's very family oriented, and her most adventurous stuff is reading a book, which sounds like my kind of a person. It's me through and through. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying the book. I'm, like I said, 50 pages into it. I'm just gonna continue reading it. Probably won't do another update for a while until I get probably about halfway through and we can figure out where I am on it. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've got another 3 hours and 26 minutes left, so I've basically read an hour of the book. So let's continue on, and I'm really enjoying it, so I'll just carry on with it. The wording in the books are quite large as well, so I'm flying through it quite fast. So yep, 40 minutes, I've read 50 pages, so quite happy about that, and I will carry on. Might go to bed and read some more. I want to get out of this chair. My legs and back's hurting me from being in this chair for so long. So yeah, I will see you later on when I have another update. Hey everyone, I am currently on chapter 25, page 197, and I am thoroughly enjoying this book. I love anything to do with the 7 deadly sins type thing, wrath, envy, greed, pride, all that sort of stuff, and this is just chock full of the 7 deadly sins. It's such a good book. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm 53% of the way through. So what I've been doing is I've been listening to it on my headphones, and then I have got my iPad here where I've been listening, where I've been reading it on my Kindle. So I've just been lying reading it, and then I've got my book and I've put the bookmark in where I am so that I can show you as visual representation. So this top bit is how much I've read, and then this bottom bit is how much I've got left to do. So I'm over halfway through and I'm thoroughly loving it. I'm going to, it says I finish it in 2 hours, so it's currently 22:08, so I'll finish it at about 9:30ish, 9:45. So I won't be able to read that much other than this book today, but yeah, I have had dinner, so I took a break to have some food, so I might stay up a bit later and finish it. But I realised that I'm doing something tomorrow, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to read tomorrow, or I'm not going to count my reading tomorrow as reading, and then I'm going to do it on Monday, where I finish this challenge by doing another 12 hours of reading, just because I've got something on tomorrow and I don't want to be calculating the different hours and all that sort of stuff, and just it's going to be a hassle. So instead of it being like over 3 days, I'm going to do it over 2 days, but it's going to be 3 days in a row. It's not going to be consecutive 2 days. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying this book. I'm just going to finish it today, and that'll be the end of my reading for today for the 12 hours. If I can read it before 10 o'clock, which I think I can, because like I said, I've got just over 2 hours left, and it's currently, like I said, 7:40, so I should have enough time to finish it before 10 o'clock. So yeah, and then I'll read more on Monday, where I'm going to continue probably this series, and I'm hoping to get book 2 done and most of book 3. Might even be able to finish both of them, so that would be good. And then I don't know if I'm going to read any more of the boyfriend goal. However, when I did check, I realised that I'd read 2 chapters of this book instead of 1 like I thought. So I actually have read a bit more than I thought I would have. Sorry about being so close to my face then, by the way. Hey everyone, I have just finished Kingdom of the Wicked. It was a very good book. I am going to rate it 4 out of 5 stars. The audiobook, if you're going to read this book, I really recommend the audiobook. The audiobook was a really good book. There was like sound effects and all this sort of stuff. I really enjoyed it, and like when they were blowing out candles and stuff, they mimics blowing out candles and stuff. I haven't listened to an audiobook quite like that. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. So I finished Kingdom of the Wicked, and I started Kingdom of the Cursed. I read like the prologue type thing, so I'm on page 7 of this book. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know how many pages I have read in total. Let me just work that out. Okay, so I just worked it out. With Fearless, I started on page 137 and ended on page 527, which was the end of the book. And in that I finished 392 pages. Then the boyfriend goal, I was on page 21, I read to page 34. I got 13 pages done on that. Then I've started and finished the Kingdom of the Wicked, starting on page 1 and finishing on page 369. So I read 369 pages. And then I started Kingdom of the Wicked. I started on page 1, ended on page 7. I've finished 7 pages. So in total, I've read 781 pages today. And I finished 2 books, read a bit of the second book, and then started another book. So on Monday, I'm hopefully going to finish Kingdom of the Cursed and maybe even finish Kingdom of the Feared. So, and I also want to read more of the boyfriend goal. I want to try and read some tomorrow, but I won't count it as the 24-hour readathon. I will count that as just me reading, and then if I read any more of it on Monday, I'll count it then. So yeah, happy about that. I got quite a lot of reading done. And it is currently 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock now. So it's 10 o'clock. So I'm counting that as 12 hours. And I think I did quite well. And I'm excited to get some more reading done on Monday. So I will see you on Monday to finish the rest of this vlog. So I'll see you then. Hi everyone, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe down below, and I hope you enjoyed.